episode, what is it?
7.
Okay, episode 7.
So if you're inbred now, we've finally made it onto the second hand.
Man alive. Second hand, that's a lot.
It's pretty impressive.
It took me a long time in my life before I could count to 7.
And it's coming in handy.
And this is the episode 7.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I mean, same as usual. Just a bit of bullshit.
Pretty much.
A few yarns about just bullshit, really.
Pretty much. Buckets.
Families.
Family meetings. Netball.
Limousines.
Yep.
That's a real great hook. I think everyone that's listening is going, holy shit, I'm as excited as a bloody chicken on crack. I'm ready to rumble. Well, here you go. It's episode 7 of the Charlie Foxtrot. Hit the tunes.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
So we're currently situated in 6G, and a part of 6G is they do steal a lot of shit. One of the things they have stolen is a fishing rod. And we've got a lunatic.
Yeah, a lot of street signs, a lot of university signs.
There's a boxing glove on one of the cones.
Road cones.
A funnel.
Funnels. Stools. Many things really around this place.
A heck of a lot. And one of them is a fishing rod. And this crazy person in the corner, who's currently giggling herself to death, is using that fishing rod to pass notes to the apartment below. So we started off with a good old hi. And we set them down some Starbursts. They send a cigarette back. So they're really being nutritionally conscious.
Yeah, she's a bit of a loose unit, to be fair.
She did just smack her head into the window.
Yeah, well, that was, and
I think she tripped over herself about a minute ago.
They've actually just given a note back
should I
6G.
Should I read it live on air?
Live on air. Wait, why not? Okay, it was just a special... No, well, I don't know if it's appropriate for the listeners, Bradley. It was a special request from her.
We got a rubber alien.
Oh, okay.
Can I have a look at it?
It's a smiley face alien for those
it's one of those stretchy ones.
Yeah. You happy with that, Brad?
Oh, no, I'm stoked.
That brings me to a new topic there, Brad. When you went to McDonald's, what sort of... toys did you like to get out of your Happy Meal?
Oh, I have quite a collection at home. You know, I was a variety sort of guy. I was excited for the male ones, of course. You know, I can't remember them exactly. I'll find my collection one day and bring them out.
But a Hot Wheels, I always liked a Kinder Surprise.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I got one this year. I've actually got a few of them this year. Yeah.
Well, I suppose you're still tall enough to be allowed to...
Yeah, there's a height requirement. They bring out the odd measuring stick like they do at like theme parks.
Yeah.
Still quite short for roller coaster rides too.
Oh, that's unfortunate there, Brad.
Yeah.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
Well, there's been a bit of action happening in 6G at the moment, hasn't there, Bradley?
Yeah, we're alluding back to the fishing rod. A situation has taken place, Jake. Could you do your reenactment of it?
Oh my God! Get a Snapchat! Get a Snapchat! Oh my God! Oh my God! Get a Snapchat! Get a Snapchat!
Just to add some context to that situation, Carly was... I don't think she's been on the podcast yet, so people are going to have no idea who she was, who she is. So she was putting paper down with the fishing rod. They lit it on fire, so her first instinct was for someone to get a Snapchat.
That really gets my goat, Bradley.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I was in a house with her burning down, I would not feel safe.
Well, Bradley, I don't appreciate it when people think, oh my God, that we're in a seriously grave situation. Let's get a video.
Do you think when 9/11 happened that the first reaction was to get... Actually, some people it probably was.
Yeah, probably.
That's why there's videos of it.
Yeah, but it's a bit awkward. But yeah, you know, like if I was about to die, you know, I'm not going to go, ooh, get a Snapchat. You know, I think that's very disrespectful, Bradley.
Especially to the dead people. Not that they're around to feel disrespected, but...
Yeah. And look, honestly, we had a great situation just before where the burning, the building could have burnt down.
There are actually fire engines across the road currently, so we were prepared for a situation that could have happened.
And one person was just keen on getting a Snapchat. Deplorable behaviour.
Disgusting.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
Well, I was at my family's, my father's parents' place the other day.
That's good to hear. You still associate with your family?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah, so it's, O'Flaherty HQ. in why
Were you having the AGM or something?
Yeah, no, special the SGM. Someone died, so we had to have an SGM to see who was going to sort of run the show.
Oh, right.
but
Who is running the show now?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Might have been helpful.
Yeah, I might have to give someone a call.
Yeah.
Actually, she didn't really die. She just got diagnosed with diabetes.
So she's not dead.
No, but she almost is, isn't she?
Well, no, that doesn't mean you're about to die. Plenty of people have diabetes and don't die. Well, I mean, they die at some point, but not like straight away.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
your
I thought
point.
Okay.
Your point was.
Well, she just wasn't at the meeting though.
Oh, right.
What?
So maybe she was dying. Or
No,
she's alive.
Well, they were saying she was in the bedroom. I didn't know what that meant though. I thought,
Was she in the bedroom with anyone?
No, she was in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I thought she was dead in the bed in the bedroom.
Oh, right. So what, was she in a casket or anything?
I didn't go in the bedroom.
Was there a bucket that had been kicked?
No, I didn't go into the bedroom.
Were there any buckets around?
Well, there were a few out back, yeah.
Were they
She's
they
too
standing
old.
upright?
She wouldn't have been able to get up
Oh,
onto
so
the bucket.
she'd blow a hip.
Oh, shit,
kicking
yeah.
it.
She would never be able to get up the bucket. And if she got on the bucket would go and bloody
The
straight
bucket
away.
would kick her.
No, yeah, well, the bucket would cave in. She's a big lady.
No, but can she actually kick the bucket, or is she too old?
She's too old too. There's a number of reasons why the bucket wouldn't have been used.
So your point that she can, if she kicks the bucket, she'll break the bucket. It's kind of invalid if she can't kick the bucket in the first place, if the bucket can't get kicked.
Well, I'd just like to say, Bradley, you brought the idea of kicking the bucket. I didn't say that she'd kick the bucket.
Well, no,
I
but
mentioned that there were a lot of buckets out back, but she couldn't kick the bucket because of her age of kicking the bucket.
Well, no, I would brought the kick the bucket up so that you could clarify whether she kicked the bucket or not. And if she can't kick the bucket, but she can kick the bucket, then I'm confused as whether she actually kicked the bucket or not. The point I'm trying to ask is she dead or is she alive?
Well, I don't know, Bradley.
Well, has she kicked the bucket?
Well,
has she cocked it in more formal formalities?
Well, you confused me with all the buckets because I didn't. Okay,
well, what colour was? Let's start at the basics. What colour was the bucket or the buckets?
Look, they were out back.
Did you go out back?
Well, no. Well, I assume they were out. Oh, they've been there for a number of years.
Right. Were they wooden buckets or were they not that old?
I can't remember, Brad. It's been a while.
Well, do you know how big they were?
They had a bit of girth behind them.
Was there anything in them? Like what were they used for?
At times there were. At times there weren't.
Right. Was there anything in them during the SGM?
Well, as I said, I didn't go out there.
Oh, right. So that's kind of me asking about the buckets is pretty irrelevant.
Well, that's what I tried to tell you about 5 minutes ago.
Should we get on to the actual point of what you're trying to make?
Yeah. Well, if you'd like,
you carry on then.
But anyway, so I was at the SGM.
I'm just impressed your family has meetings.
Well, I mean, you got to get the family going somehow. We set up a WhatsApp group.
You have a WhatsApp?
Yeah, but that came out of Business Horizon.
See, my mum figured out you could send a group text the other day and she was shocked.
Yeah, no, you might be a bit behind the times.
Although she was sitting on the chair for about 30 minutes just listening to ringtones to find.
Yeah, okay. Well, I actually set my nana and granddad's ringtones to quite awesome ringtones.
See,
my nana's ringtone is In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. And that's her text tone, and her ringtone is actually the Muppets theme song. I'm really hoping she takes it to church one day.
I just enjoy old people trying to figure out technology and getting really frustrated.
Well, I don't, because they come to me for assistance.
I just tell them to figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, well, anyway. I was just going to say, I really recommend people having SGMs as the, AGMs, SGMs, general family meetings. Get the WhatsApp group going, make sure everyone's following everyone on Instagram and everyone's friends on Facebook.
So just to clarify, the SGM was called because she kicked the bucket?
No, because she died.
So she kicked the bucket?
No. Wait, hold on.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
Isn't it great how you look up to the sky sometimes and it just changes colour?
Well, no, because it's permanently black.
No, well, sometimes, and then sometimes it's sort of, you get some good colours out the sky.
Rainbows especially.
Yeah, but that brought me to another moment when I was looking at the sky. And
Does this have anything to do with the sky, or did you just...
No, well, I was looking at the sky when I got this thought. I just thought
Okay.
it'd be a great backstory.
Was there a light bulb above your head too, or is that just a myth?
I don't know. I didn't look. But when I was looking at the sky, I was looking directly into the sun, and
That's probably the first problem in the story I've found so far, but
What?
carry on.
What?
Looking directly... Did you have sunglasses on?
No.
Oh, okay. Can you still see?
Well, I couldn't for a number of hours after looking straight to the sun,
So-
but I
but
thought
you-
that was because of the thought I had.
You're good now?
Yeah. Anyway, so when I was looking directly into the sun, I edit this in here, Brad. I had the thought. Hamburgers. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that.
Hamburgers?
No, I'm sorry. Hot dog sandwiches.
Yes and no.
Well, no. It's a yes or no, not a yes and or. Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I said it's yes and no.
No. It's a yes or no.
So you want a definitive answer?
Amen.
Just like you gave a definitive answer about my bucket question.
What bucket question?
You're a bloody imbecile. No, they're not sandwiches.
Why not?
Because they're hot dogs. Hot dogs and sandwiches are two different things.
Why?
Because one's a hot dog, one's a sandwich. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, not really, because would you call a sort of a if you had two pieces of bread, but there was and then so you have one loaf of bread, right? And then you slice it, and then you put things in it. Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's the same. I was talking about the exact same bread that was used for a hot
Well, no, you
dog.
said loaf of bread. It's not a loaf of bread you put a hot
Well,
dog
it's a small
in.
loaf, isn't it? If you actually look at it,
No,
it's
it's
like
not.
a little mini loaf.
I believe the scientific term is a bun, not
yeah,
a
well,
loaf.
Same, yeah, but made
It's
from
not
the
the
same
same,
thing.
though.
It's made from the same thing.
It's not really.
Well, it is.
They're made differently.
No, they're not.
There's a reason one's
Well,
bread
tell
and
me all
one's a
about
bun.
it then, smart ass.
Well, one's got a different sort of yeast in it, smart ass.
No, that's a load of crap.
No, it's not.
No, because
Okay, let's break it down for you. I'll spell it out for you. So this is how you bread, okay? BREAD, I
You
think.
spelt that wrong.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually.
And then you've got buns, BUNS, two different things. You're just gonna Google that. I said S.
There's just a bit of confusion around whether Bradley said X or S.
I said S. I just can't speak properly.
That'll come back in the editing. We'll have to look at that later.
Well, if I said it wrong, I'm not going to leave it in there.
No, exactly. Anyway, where were you?
So they're not sandwiches.
No, they are.
You think they are, but
why,
I don't.
Why not?
Because they're hot dogs.
No, that's bullshit. We'll
No,
make a
it's-
poll on Instagram.
Okay. And then we'll find a sandwich or a hot dog. We'll just find a chef and ask. Do you know any chefs?
My nana does a really, really, really good meatloaf.
Or should we get her on the podcast?
Why not? Should we call it now?
Let's call her now. I'll kill some time where you get your phone out.
Okay.
So we're just debating whether she is in bed or not. It's 9:30. She had dinner about 6 hours ago.
Yeah. She might just be finishing up her supper.
What's she
I
likely
really
having?
hope she doesn't bloody pick up if she's in bed or something. The phone will be out on the kitchen table.
Where is she? Is this Waihangi or
She-
Moranville?
No, Moran. No, that's unlucky.
Was that meant to be Joy Bar?
Yeah, it's Joy
Oh,
Bar.
maybe could you try Jack?
No, he
Papa Jack?
never picks up his bloody phone.
Does he know how to answer it?
Not really.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyway, we might have to come back to that next week.
I'll tell you what, your grandparents make a good cuppa though.
They do.
I remember we were playing golf at Moranville College and you called them up and asked if we could have a feed and then we ended up at your grandparents.
Yep. Great lunch that was, indeed.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, Brad. Look, social netball. She was a humdinger or two, wasn't it?
Oh well, yeah, we played two. Normally we play one game. We actually played two this time.
Yeah. And we won both of them.
We did. I'll tell you what, the comeback in the second one was almost as good as Beaver's comeback in the World Cup.
It's probably better, to be honest.
Should we just retell his story and just make that the segment?
Yeah, might not be. Actually, let's just go to. How about we go to Nick Fitzgerald at the ground? Okay, here Fitzy, first win of the season. It must be pretty good.
Yeah, it felt good out there to get our first win. You know, it was a tough match, but it was great to just pull through and get the win.
Now, you know, you got those combinations right in the second half. What happened in the first?
It was a bunch of things, you know, but the first half, you know, we sort of moved the ball a little bit, but and the second half was just flowing a lot better.
And why was it flowing better? Why did the score end up like it was?
I think we were just getting the ball to me, and then I would just get it in.
And looking to next week, you're pretty happy and pretty confident?
Yeah, I am. I think we've got a good group of lads and girls that we're playing with, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds like a good season ahead. We'll go off, Fitzy.
Cheers.
Well said, Fitzy. That's, you know, words from a hard man who really put his heart out there. Bradley, in the second game, you played a bit of attack, didn't you?
Yeah, instead of having a D on me, I had an A on me. And, you know, I was pretty shit at it. But so that really helped me find my place in the netball team.
You really projected that ball up into the, you know, to the circle.
Yep.
Mate, there was more projection there than a PowerPoint convention. Straight up.
You're not wrong.
I know.
What if they're using Keynote?
Oh, shit, that's a bit weird. Yeah, mate.
Oh, no,
yeah.
actually, no, projection still.
Yeah, same thing.
I was just,
we wound someone up. He got a bit angry.
I had a lady topple over me and she got annoyed at me. Because so the attacker from the other team kept wanting the ball thrown to him, so he'd yell out, like, send it all the time. And I just started yelling it too, and every time I yelled it should just give me the dirty eyes.
Give me the dirty eyes.
And then she almost broke my ankle,
Yeah,
so
man.
it kind of evened things out.
Yeah, man, that's hardcore shit.
Maybe that's why I have a lump on my foot currently.
That's hardcore shit.
Thank you.
We're reverting back to the first week, sitting next to Lilith.
Actually, I'm going to do something live on air. I'm going to check our standings on the table.
Okay, you do that, and I'm just going to have a chat to Lilith, who actually rolled her ankle. How's the ankle feeling, Lilith?
Still a bit sore, actually. I'm pulling through.
Battler, Lilith, and the team. You've heard from Fitzy, you've heard from Lilith. MJ had to leave early. Carly, the numbskull who hits her head on the window, was not the Bradley. Where we're looking?
We're currently third, but we're on points differential. So us and FC Barcelona are both on 9 points. So next week's game is going to decide what grade we go to.
Okay, so we need to lose, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we need to lose. We'll get in the bottom grade, then we'll win that. We'll come.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool
Good
beans. Okay. Checklist. Boom.
It's the Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, there's a bit of hoo-ha. What did you say?
A bit of brouhaha.
A bit of brouhaha in the 6G room at the moment as the residents are getting into a bit of a brouhaha.
We've caused a ruckus
About whether Sunday is the first day of the week. And I say, yay.
It's non-negotiable.
It isn't, because you look at your calendar, where's Sunday?
It's in the first row.
Oh, hold on.
No, it doesn't.
Hold on.
You swipe.
Hold on. Let me get my calendar out.
You get
if
your
anyone listening.
You get your iPhone out and swipe through, and it's the first day always stays as Sunday.
It's the first day. Oh my god. On my calendar, it's the first.
Yeah, then you swipe through.
Let me see yours. Oh my god, Lilith. Let me see yours. Oh, hold on. You don't have have a phone. That's a bit awkward. Anyway, Lilith. This is Lilith. What do you think and why?
It's Monday, because if we look at it religiously, through the Bible, on the 7th day he rested, the 7th day is Sunday because it's the Sabbath day. So if you say that Sunday's the first day, that means that Saturday is the Sabbath day, and that means that religion is incorrect.
Now you talk, you take philosophy, don't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we did too, so I think we have.
Okay, so you take philosophy. You clearly haven't realised yet that you actually can't debate with religious arguments, can you, Bradley?
Not really, no.
Because you can't debate with religious arguments because it's subjective to religious people.
But you're a religious person.
Correct, and that's why I've learned not to debate with religious arguments. Fitzy, do you agree with Lilith here that Monday starts the week?
Yeah, I do.
You guys are just...
And why?
Wrong.
Well, because it's just the first day of the week.
No, it's
Everyone
not.
knows that the week starts on a Monday.
No, look on
then
your
you have
iPhone.
5 days of work.
Fitzy,
then
look
you
at your
have 2
iPhone
days of
calendar.
weekends.
Look at your iPhone calendar.
That's not relevant.
It is relevant.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Lily and Fitzy on this one. Definitely Monday. It's been Sunday's hungover and I'm dying. I can't have that on a Monday. We're gotta be productive. It's the first day of the week. You gotta start off great.
It's the first day of the working week.
And
This is
okay,
riling
so
me up.
Yeah, we'll just get that. We'll get the information from Lily. Maybe if we just don't act like hooligans and act like we're in a zoo, and we'll be civilized about this.
Monday is the first day of the week according to the international standard ISO.
Yeah, but we obey the Gregorian
8601.
calendar, not that bloody standard. Then read the
Monday
rest of it.
comes after Sunday and before Tuesday.
Oh, really? Are you kidding me? Bradley, she's a prophet. She's a prophet.
I'll tell you what, there's a reason she was talking about religion. It's because she's the next Muhammad.
She is the next Muhammad. First it was Jesus, then it was Muhammad,
Then it was
Pope Paul
Oprah.
VI, then it was Oprah, then it was Lilith. Good grief. But we've settled that.
Well, we are the hosts, so we can just exclude them out of the debate because
That's
we
a great
agree
idea,
with each
actually.
other.
So Sunday is the first day of the week.
Sorted.
The Charlie Foxtrot.
Bradley, look, if your 5-year-old self suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body, what would your 5-year-old self do first?
That's a very open question.
It is.
I'm just thinking back to what I was like as a 5-year-old. So, what you're asking is it in terms of the physical aspects or like
Look,
the
I'd say anything,
psychological
man. I'd say
aspects?
anything. What would you do first?
I'd probably just be a little bit freaked out
Yeah?
if it happened randomly.
Not much is growing.
No. I've stayed the same height since I was about 5, so...
Okay. I wasn't meaning that, but...
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
okay. What about the facial hair?
The facial hair, I think you'd be quite impressed with my ability to grow facial hair. Growing a beard at the moment. That's going to turn into a full-on combination in a few months' time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Righto. Well,
That doesn't really answer your question.
no, it
but
doesn't there, Bradley.
It's a really hard question.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for this at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, well, I didn't quite know else what to do. To be honest, maybe we need to bring in a special guest, MJ. MJ was making a debut last week. MJ, if you just come on over. What would your, and this is a very open question, MJ, if your 5-year-old self woke up and it was inhabiting your own current body right now, what would your 5-year-old self do first?
Cry.
That's not the answer you were really expecting, was it?
Good God.
It's the Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, well, in the media this week, there's been a bit of media,
A bit of brouhaha, I think is the word you're looking for.
yeah, a bit of dust up in the media,
Shenanigans,
in the media,
rumbles,
in the media,
fisticuffs.
in the media. So, with the media, Simon Bridges, or Simon Tunnels, as some people call it because he made a tunnel, over 100 grand is spending around the country, and someone leaked it. Who do you think it was, Brad? I know who I reckon.
You say who you reckon and I'll figure it out.
I reckon it was the ghost of Robert Muldoon.
The ghost of Robert Muldoon. Is Robert Muldoon dead?
Well, yes.
Oh, right.
That's why I said ghost. He kicked the bucket.
Well, I think, personally, in my professional political media opinion, it was Helen Clark's alter ego.
Oh, really?
Now, you might be asking who Helen Clark's alter ego is.
I was wondering.
Well, it's really just Helen Clark's alter ego.
Okay.
Well, did you not know she has an alter ego?
No, I didn't.
Well, I think it was her.
Okay, what does she look like?
Helen Clark, but normal.
I don't know if that's imaginable. Helen Clark doesn't look that normal.
Far from it.
Yeah, that's one of those things you can't quite,
She looks like Remy off Ratatouille.
She kind of looks like, as if her face was set on fire and someone tried to put it out with a track shoe.
You know, like when people get old and they lose like control of their face muscles and everything becomes droopy. That's Helen Clark.
That's Helen Clark.
She needs Botox, I'll tell her that.
Oh, I think she needs she needs a lot of things, Brad. Probably an exorcism.
Yeah.
But her alter ego would probably need one too. That's a bit of a dust up, bit of a what did you say before?
Fisticuffs.
No, the other thing.
Shenanigans.
No, the other thing.
Brouhaha.
Yeah, the brouhaha. I'll tell you.
Just to get back to your original point though, with the amount of spending he did, I'm just glad that he went all out with it. Because if he just got a Prius or some shit and spent that much, I would have been quite annoyed. But he got a limo, so he made it worthwhile.
Well, you can't piss around if you're Simon Bridges. If you're leading the opposition, if
You have the biggest party in Parliament.
and he's polling not that well, so he's probably thinking, well, if I don't become the Prime Minister, well, shit, at least I went around the country in a limo.
I remember the first time I was in a limo.
And a limo.
A limo, yep.
Yeah, where was it?
I was actually travelling to the airport in Los Angeles.
Mine actually was quite similar. Mine was a 3-hour trip from, I think it was up Noosa or somewhere.
Oh, I love Noosa.
To Sydney
Noosa
Airport.
is a bloody nice place.
Yeah, so
I remember going there as a kid.
the reason we did that is because it was going to cost probably like 3 times the price if we booked another form of vehicle. So we were like, we'll stuff it. We'll have a limo and be comfy.
Did you get complimentary drinks or anything?
No, actually, but there was a bit of fisticuffs there actually.
How?
Josh, my brother, was trying to be a pain in the
Well,
ass.
your brother would try and fight everyone.
Dad took off his jandal and things got nasty.
The old whip of the towel. Did he wet the end of the towel?
No. Well, he couldn't do the towel in the limo, but you know what it means. If you get the jandal and I've taken it off and I'll just give you a demo of what it sounds like.
Oh, that doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah, that hurt actually. That hurt me, and there wasn't very much of a.
Did it hurt your brother?
Oh, mate, he was beside himself. But anyway, Helen Clark's alter ego, or Robert Muldoon's ghost, giving Simon Bridges the whack of the jandal.
We'll find out what happened when the brouhaha is solved.
Yes, and we'll get an investigative team on that from the...
Who's our investigative team?
Oh, from downstairs.
Oh, right. Is it Mark and Delilah?
No,
Or is that in Ron Purple?
not Mark and Rog.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Charlie Foxtrot.
I just want to revert back to, because I know Simon Bridges listens to the podcast, a big fan of the show. I just wanted to apologise to you, Simon, because I pronounce your name as Simon. And it's actually not Simon, it's Simon. There's a distinct difference between Simon and Simon.
We do make a lot of mistakes on the show, so...
Yeah, plenty.
If we clarify one every here and yonder, we make up for all the other 1,000 mistakes that we make.
I think at least then the listeners understand that we're human.
Yep.
We're not
we have
assholes,
feelings. Sometimes we're assholes.
Well, that's probably true, but for the most
especially
part,
against other rugby teams besides the All Blacks
and the Chiefs. #Chiefs
and
Mana.
Thames Valley. #Up the Valley.
Yeah. And Morrinsville Sports. #Morrinsville Sports.
And a bit of Marist.
#Marist. Well, we got those hashtags, and if anyone wants to tweet us, use the hashtags. We check them regularly.
The Charlie Foxtrot if you really want us to see what you say.
Yeah, and also now we also came across the fact that many New Zealand things are mispronounced, aren't they?
Oh, entirely. Well, actually, no, I disagree with that statement.
Why?
We pronounce them correctly. The rest of the world mispronounces them.
That's a good point. That's a good
Should
point.
we run through a with you for our foreign listeners?
Fish and chops.
Yep. Chur.
What's chur? Chur?
Chur.
Chur is one of them.
Chur. Oh, that's sweet as.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, yeah. Yeah.
It's just what you end in. That's what...
See, people struggle to get the grasp of that.
Ranger. I haven't often heard ranger around other places. I mean, I heard in Australia. Ranger.
Pineapple lumps. Not really vocabulary, but just no one else has them.
No, that's a good point, actually.
Tim,
that's a very good point. And also, so we say our name a bit differently to the others. New Zealand. There's no D on the end.
We also say it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
On Saturday.
Saturday.
Sunday. And there's actually a certain member in the audience today who doesn't like that. Why the hell do you not? What gets you goat? What really winds up your peach about the fact
churns
that
your butter?
Yeah, someone says
spins your windmill.
Tuesday.
Well, most of the time they text you. It is perfect vocabulary and grammar the whole way through, and then they put seti on the end. Like it's one more fucking letter.
Saturday. It just saves time.
Yeah.
New Zealand, we're an efficient race. A country, I should say. We're multicultural.
Yeah.
Lots of races.
Yeah.
Motorsport races, horse races.
There's running races.
Race-
Every school does running races once
Cross
a year.
country.
Well, yeah.
Athletics Day.
What other races are there?
Caucasians, or are we...
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, there's those type of races.
Yep.
Anything
Motorbike
else?
races.
Yeah, motorbike races.
I tell you what, when I was a kid, and I used to love myself a good go-kart race.
You know, I love an egg race. You know, egg and
and
spoon
yeah.
race.
You know how you win those?
No.
You boil the egg beforehand and you bring your own egg.
Really good idea.
Yeah.
Bring
Or you put super glue on your spoon.
BYOD, but bring your own device. Oh, that might be a New Zealand thing.
BYOE.
Yeah, that might be
Bring
a New
your own
Zealand
egg.
thing. Is bring your own device, because that's something we learned at
So
school.
if you ever see a BYOE on a sign in New Zealand, you know what to do now.
You know you got to bring your boiled egg. Well, maybe it should be BYOBE.
Well, no, then they realise you're cheating.
Oh, that's a good point.
So you just
actually.
keep it at egg.
No, I wouldn't work as a detective, would I?
Well, it could be BYOS too, and you could just bring a spoon that's bigger than a normal spoon.
What's two mean?
BYOS.
Oh, I thought you said BYS2.
Well, no, I meant BYOS, but I just can't speak.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough. You're only doing a podcast.
Yeah, I know. I only want to do this for a living. It's no biggie.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, my throat's feeling a bit sore from all the activities I've been doing today. So I think it's probably about time to wrap it up, to be honest.
I agree with you.
Do you want to say your see you bye thing?
We'll see you next Thursday.
Okay. The Charlie Foxtrot.
See you bye.